Hi class 10 students, so welcome to lesson number 2 of the chapter life process. So this is the continuation of lesson number 1. Now see here, the food is taken in through the mouth. So we take food through our mouth, right? Inside the mouth, the food is processed to generate particles with small size. এতিয়া আমাৰ মুখৰ ভিতৰ ফুডখিনি আমি small size particles হলে generate কৰো. So we chew the food with the help of our teeth. Now, the crushed food is wetted with saliva secreted by the salivary glands so that it can pass through the soft lining of the alimentary canal. এতিয়া সোয়া আমি বেলেগ বেলেগ টাইপছৰ ফুড খাওঁ, ৰাইট? আৰু হেবুটো সব একেটা ডাইজেষ্টিভ ট্ৰেক দিয়ে যাব লাগিব। সো ফৰ দ্যাট পাৰপাস ফুড পাৰ্টিকলছবোৰ স্মল আৰু সেম টেক্সচাৰ হ'ব লাগে। এতিয়া এটো কোনে এচিভ কৰে? Yes, our teeth. We crush the food. এতিয়া সোয়া আমাৰ অৰেল কেভিটিত এটা ডাইজেষ্টিভ গ্ল্যান্ড আছে। হেতু হৈছে salivary glands. As you can see here, our salivary glands saliva secrete কৰে, right? এতিয়া saliva roll to কি? So he crushed food খিনি আমাৰ alimentary canal এদি easily pass হ'বৰ কাৰণে soft কৰি দিয়ে. So basically saliva it wetted the crushed food so that it can easily pass through the soft lining of our alimentary canal. I hope everybody is clear. Now see, saliva contains an enzyme called salivary amylase. So saliva tata enzyme ase hetu hoise salivary amylase. Aru salivary amylase starch tuk eta simple sugar ole break down kore. Now see here, starch which is a complex sugar, in the presence of enzyme salivary amylase, it breaks down into simple sugar. So starch to eta complex sugar. Aru he complex sugar to simple sugar ole break down kore with the help of enzyme salivary amylase. Clear everybody? Okay, so food is partly digested in the mouth. Etia amar mukhor bhitor food to okol partly digested hoy. The digestion of food starts in the mouth. So basically food digestion to amar mouth or pray start hoy. All right, now the partly digested food goes down through the esophagus. Etia he partly digested food to amar food pipe edi or esophagus di tolole jay. Can you see here? So how does this happen? Let us see here. Due to the rhythmic contraction and relaxation of the muscles of esophagus. So esophagus or muscles at a rhythmic contraction aru relaxation hoy. So this is called as peristaltic movement. Aru a movement tuk peristaltic movement buli koy. Tumalkor MCQ hoitu ahibo pare je esophagus ot hua movement tuk ki movement buli koy. Yes, it is the peristaltic movement. Clear everybody? Okay. Now the food enters into a J-shaped stomach. Etia food pipe edi food to tolole ohar pisot ecot entry hoy. Yes, in our stomach. So this is our stomach. Now the gastric glands present in the stomach release 3 gastric juices. Now the gastric gland, which is one type of digestive gland, it is present in the wall of the stomach, as you can see here. So eto gastric gland. Our gastric gland se 3ta gastric juice release kore. Okay, so the first one is HCl, that is hydrochloric acid. Etia what is the function of HCl? HCl or function to ki? Let us see here. HCl kills the germs present in the food. So ami khwa food purot kisuman germs thakibo pare junto amar body karne harmful. So HCl it kills those germs. Now let us see the second function. It also creates acidic conditions which are necessary for the digestion of proteins. Etia HCl eta acidic condition create kore junto protein digestion or karne necessary. So these are the two functions of HCl. Now let us see the second juice. It is enzyme pepsin. So enzyme pepsin which digests proteins partially. It pepsin enzyme to a protein to partially digest kore. So basically pepsin to hoise eta partially protein digesting enzyme. Now let us see the third juice. It is mucus. So mucus which protects the inner lining of the stomach from action of acid. It third juice to hoise mucus. Our mucus e amar stomach or inner lining to protect kore. It protects from the action of acid under normal condition. Clear everybody? Now the partially digested food leaves the stomach. Etia partially digested food to stomach or pra exit hoy. So the exit of the food from the stomach is regulated by a muscle called sphincter muscle. Etia food to amar stomach or pra exit koribole eta muscle regulate kore. Aru hetu muscle hoise sphincter muscle. So as you can see here, sphincter muscle is present over here. Now the food enters the small intestine. এতিয়া ফুডটো ষ্টমাকৰ পৰা এক্সিট হৈ ক'ত এণ্ট্ৰি হয়? য়েছ, ইন দ্য স্মল ইণ্টেষ্টাইন। See here, small intestine is the longest part of the alimentary canal. তোমালোকৰ এইটো MCQত আহিব পাৰে যে alimentary canalৰ ভিতৰত longest part কোনটো? It is the small intestine. আৰু small intestine approximately 5 to 6 meters long, fitted into a compact space in the belly by extensive coiling. So diagram to দেখিছা তোমালোকে small intestine to এটা খুব কম স্পেচত এনেকে twist and turn হৈ পেলাই ফিট হৈ থাকে। Okay? It is longer than the large intestine. Our small intestine to large intestine lotke dighol. But why it is called small intestine? Even though it is longer than the large intestine, but it is still called small intestine. It is because it has smaller diameter. So small intestine or diameter to large intestine lotke horu. Now see, carbohydrates, fats and proteins are fully digested in the small intestine. It is one complex food janeke carbohydrates, fats or proteins এইবিলাক small intestine fully digested হয়। Digestion of food in the small intestine requires alkaline medium. এতিয়া small intestine food to digestion হ'বৰ কাৰণে এটা alkaline medium necessary. So the food received from the stomach has to be first made alkaline. এতিয়া যেতিয়া ফুডটো ষ্টমাকৰ পৰা এক্সিট হৈ পেলাই স্মল ইণ্টেষ্টাইনত এণ্ট্ৰি কৰে তেতিয়া ফুডখিনি এলকালাইন হৈ নাথাকে। So in the small intestine, we first have to make the food alkaline. So how does it happen? See here, from the diagram as you can distinguish it now, this is the stomach, this is the gallbladder, the liver and the pancreas. Liver, the largest gland in the body, secretes bile juice. So etu তোমালোকৰ MCQত আহিব পাৰে যে আমাৰ বডিৰ ভিতৰত লাৰ্জেষ্ট গ্ল্যান্ড কোনটো? এটো হৈছে লিভাৰ। আৰু লিভাৰে কি সিক্ৰেট কৰে? It secretes bile juice. This bile juice is stored in the gallbladder. So এই gallbladder to bile juice to store হৈ থাকে। Okay? So whenever food enters the small intestine, the gallbladder releases bile juice into it through a duct. আৰু যেতিয়া ফুডটো স্মল ইণ্টেষ্টাইনত এণ্ট্ৰি কৰে তেতিয়া এই gallbladderটোৱে bile juiceটোক ৰিলিজ কৰে through this duct, এই ডাক্টটোৱেদি। Okay? So bile makes the food alkaline. এতিয়া সেই bile juice ফুডখিনিক alkaline কৰি তোলে। Okay? It also breaks the large fat globules into smaller ones. This increases the action of enzymes. এতিয়া কি হয়, ফেটছবোৰ আমাৰ স্মল ইণ্টেষ্টাইনত প্ৰেজেণ্ট থাকে লাৰ্জ গ্লবিউলছ হিচাপে, য'ত এনজাইমছে কাম কৰিবলৈ প্ৰব্লেম হয়, ৰাইট? চ' এই বাইল চলছে ভাঙি সৰু সৰু গ্লবিউলছ কৰে, য'ত এনজাইম একশ্যন এফিচিয়েঞ্চি ইনক্ৰিজ কৰাত হেল্প কৰে। I hope everybody is clear. So this is called as emulsification of fats. আৰু এইটোকে emulsification of fats বুলি কয়, য'ত ডাঙৰ ডাঙৰ ফেট গ্লবিউলছবোৰ সৰু সৰু গ্লবিউলছলে ভাঙে। Okay? To increase the efficiency of the enzyme action. Now the pancreas secretes pancreatic juice. So we know that pancreas, it secretes pancreatic juice. So this is the pancreas. As you can see here, it secretes pancreatic juice. The bile and the pancreatic juice enter the small intestine through a common duct. এতিয়া হে pancreatic juice আৰু bile juice to এটা common duct এদি enter কৰে small intestine. Can you see here? আৰু common duct to হৈছে এটো। Well, the pancreatic juice has 3 digestive enzymes. Eta pancreatic juice to 3 digestive enzymes ase. So let us see here. The first one is trypsin. So trypsin, it digests proteins into amino acids. Trypsin a protein to amino acids ole digest kore. Second enzyme to hoise lipase. Aru lipase to digest kore fats to fatty acids ole. Okay, so lipase digests fats into fatty acids. And third enzyme is pancreatic amylase. So pancreatic amylase, it digests carbohydrates into glucose. A pancreatic amylase to carbohydrates to glucose ole digest kore. So these are the 3 digestive enzymes. So finally, complex food, that is carbohydrates, fats and proteins, they are converted to simple food. It is complex food to kyo ami simple food ole convert koribo lage ba amar body kyo convert kore? It is because complex food bur amar body easily absorb koribo nware. So he karone simple food ole break down kore so that our body can easily absorb it. Eta carbohydrates to jetia complex carbohydrates to jehetu complex food aru etu jetia convert kore simple food ole, it gets converted to glucose. Likewise, fats into fatty acids and proteins into amino acids. So previous slide to ami already pohi ahisu je এই কমপ্লেক্স ফুডবোৰ সিম্পল ফুডলে সেই পেনক্ৰিয়েটিক জুচৰ 3টা এনজাইমৰ হেল্পত এইকেইটা কমপ্লেক্স ফুডটো স্মল ফুডলে কনভাৰ্ট হয় ৰাইট সো কাৰ্বোহাইড্ৰেটছটো গ্লুক'জলে কিহে কনভাৰ্ট কৰে বাই দ্য এনজাইম পেনক্ৰিয়েটিক এমাইলেজ ফেটছটো কিহেৰে ফেটি এচিডছলে কনভাৰ্ট কৰে বাই দ্য এনজাইম লিপেজ এণ্ড লাইকৱাইজ trypsin it digests proteins into amino acids. I hope everybody is clear. So thus the food is completely digested in the small intestine. আৰু এতিয়া আমাৰ small intestine food to completely digested হয়. Now the digested food passes down through the small intestine. এতিয়া সেই digested food খিনি small intestine দি পাছ হয়. মই তোমালোকক আকৌ এবাৰ গোটেই প্ৰসেছটো ব্ৰিফলি বুজাই দিছো. যেতিয়া ফুডটো ষ্টমাকৰ পৰা small intestine এন্ট্ৰি হয় তেতিয়া সেইখিনি এলকালাইন হৈ নাথাকে আৰু স্মল ইন্টেষ্টাইনত ফুডটো ডাইজেষ্ট হ'বৰ কাৰণে এলকালাইন হ'ব লাগে এতিয়া সেই ফুডখিনি কোনে এলকালাইন কৰে ইয়েছ দ্য বাইল ইট মেক্স দ্য ফুড এলকালাইন এতিয়া স্মল ইন্টেষ্টাইনত কিছুমান কমপ্লেক্স ফুড ফুল্লি ডাইজেষ্টেড হয় কমপ্লেক্স ফুড যেনে কাৰ্বোহাইড্ৰেটছ ফেটছ এণ্ড প্ৰটিনছ কিন্তু এতিয়া এই কমপ্লেক্স ফুডবোৰ আমাৰটো বডিয়ে ইজিলি এবজৰ্ব কৰিব নোৱাৰে ৰাইট সো ফৰ দ্যাট পাৰপাছ সেই কমপ্লেক্স ফুডখিনি সিম্পল ফুডলে কনভাৰ্ট কৰিব লাগিব এতিয়া কোনে কনভাৰ্ট কৰে the 3 enzymes that is trypsin lipase and pancreatic amylase so trypsin to convert kore protein to amino acids hole lipase to fats to fatty acids hole aru pancreatic amylase carbohydrates to glucose hole clear now see here inside the small intestine there are numerous finger like projections called villi it is small intestine not kisuman numerous finger like projections ase তোমালোকে দেখিছা ৰাইট সো এইবিলাকক কয় villi absorb the digested food এতিয়া হে স্মল ইন্টেষ্টাইনত ফুডটো কমপ্লিটলি ডাইজেষ্টেড হয় ৰাইট সো হে villiবোৰে ডাইজেষ্টেড ফুডটো এবজৰ্ব কৰে the villi are richly supplied with blood vessels এতিয়া হে villi বিলাক blood vessels are richly supplied the absorbed food is taken to each and every cell of the body where it is utilized for obtaining energy এতিয়া হে এবজৰ্বড কৰা ফুডখিনিক আমাৰ বডিটোৰ প্ৰতিটো সেললে লৈ যায় যোনটোৱে এনাৰ্জি অবটেইন কৰাত আৰু টিস্যু বিল্ড কৰাত হেল্প কৰে লগতে পুৰণা টিস্যুক ৰিপেয়াৰ ক্লিয়াৰ এভৰিবডি okay now the unabsorbed food passes into the large intestine এতিয়া কিছুমান unabsorbed food ৰৈ যায় হেবিলাক স্মল ইন্টেষ্টাইনৰ পৰা লাৰ্জ ইন্টেষ্টাইনলে পাছ হয় The large intestine does not have any digestive functions. Our large intestine digestive function or কোনো role নাই. A large intestine is approximately 1.5 meters long. It has villi that absorb water and salts. So yato kisuman villi ase juntoe water aru salts absorb kore. Okay, so he unabsorbed food khini small intestine or large intestine ole ahe aru tat thoka villi bure water aru salt to absorb kore. Baki thoka material remove kore via the anus. Now look here, rest of the material is removed out through the anus. So remaining materials, it gets removed through the anus. As you can see here, anus is present here. The exit is regulated by the muscle called anal sphincter. Aru a exit to eta muscle regulate kore hetu hoise anal sphincter. So anal sphincter is a type of muscle. We already discussed the nutrition in human. Now let us see nutrition in plants. Like animals, plants also need food for growth and energy. Iti plants ko animals or nisnake food dorkar hoy for growth and energy. Green plants synthesize their food by the process of photosynthesis. Iti green plants nijor food nije prepare koribo pare by the process of photosynthesis. And we have already discussed in lesson number 1 that the organisms which can prepare their own organic food are known as autotrophs, and green plants are the example of autotrophs. So see here, green plants in the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll, they takes in inorganic substances like carbon dioxide and water from the surrounding and then convert it into organic food, that is carbohydrates, which is glucose, by a process known as photosynthesis. And the excess glucose is stored in the form of stars. So মই যদি তোমালোকক এতিয়া হুধো plants কেনেকে glucose to utilize কৰে yes it provides energy to the plant এতিয়া গুটেই glucose to plants immediately use নকৰে right so remaining glucose খিনি store হয় stars হিচাপে আৰু যেতিয়া plantsক দৰকাৰ হয় internal energy হিচাপে serve কৰে so guys am I clear now let us see the process of photosynthesis এতিয়া ফটোসিন্থেসিস প্ৰসেসটোত ইনঅৰ্গেনিক সাবস্টেন্স যেনে কাৰ্বন ডাইঅক্সাইড আৰু ৱাটাৰ কেনেকৈ প্লেন্টছত সোমায় let us see here. First we will see the carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide enters into the leaves through tiny pores present on the surface of the leaf called stomata. এতিয়া ষ্টমেটাটো হৈছে লিভ সাৰফেসৰ ওপৰত থকা কিছুমান টাইনি ওপেনিংস সৰু সৰু ওপেনিংস and we cannot see those openings with our naked eyes, so we can only see stomata under the light microscope. এতিয়া stomata role to কি? Yes, it exchanges gases and photosynthesis. So carbon dioxide to leafot is stomata দিয়ে সোমায়. Okay, so the stomata it exchanges gases. Now water is taken up from the soil. এতিয়া পানীটো ক'ৰ পৰা লয় plants? Yes, definitely it takes water from the soilৰ পৰা লয়. Now see chlorophyll which is present in chloroplast. So chloroplast to hoise eta organelle jot pigment chlorophyll to present ase. So chlorophyll present in the chloroplast absorbs the radiant energy from the sunlight, and this chlorophyll it absorbs the radiant energy from the sunlight. Is sunlight to absorb kore. When light energy enters inside, water molecules split into hydrogen and oxygen. আৰু যেতিয়া হে লাইট এনাৰ্জিটো সোমায় তেতিয়া তাত থকা ওয়াটাৰ মলিকিউলছটো স্প্লিট হয় হাইড্ৰোজেন আৰু অক্সিজেনলে. This release energy in the form of ATP. আৰু এই ৰিঅ্যাকশনটোত এটা এনাৰ্জি ৰিলিজ হয় in the form of ATP. So ATP means adenosine triphosphate. Okay? This energy is used to convert carbon dioxide and hydrogen into carbohydrates, that is glucose. And see, this is the chemical formula for glucose, C6H12O6. এতিয়া হে এনাৰ্জিটো ইউজ হয় কনভাৰ্ট কৰিবলৈ কাৰ্বন ডাইঅক্সাইড আৰু হাইড্ৰোজেনটো কাৰ্বোহাইড্ৰেটছলে. সো কাৰ্বোহাইড্ৰেটছটো হৈছে এটা গ্লুকোজ. Okay, and it is an organic food. Now water vapor and oxygen are formed as byproducts. They are given out through the stomata. আৰু এই গোটেই ৰিঅ্যাকশনটোত দুটা বাইপ্ৰডাক্টস ওলাইছে, হেতু হৈছে water vapor আৰু oxygen. এতিয়া হেগিটা ক'ৰ পৰা ওলাই? Yes, it passes out through the stomata. Now see the reaction for photosynthesis. So this is the chemical reaction for photosynthesis and it is an important reaction. Alright. So a whole process to ki hoy swa chlorophyll light energy absorb kore. Okay. After that he light energy to chemical energy le convert hoy. Jote water molecules to split hoy hydrogen aru oxygen ole. Clear? Lastot a carbon dioxide to reduced hoy carbohydrates ole, which is glucose. I hope everyone is clear now. Okay. Now the steps of photosynthesis do not take place one after another immediately. Aru a photosynthesis or steps bilak immediately one after another nohoy. Okay, now let us see in case of desert plants. So desert plants they take carbon dioxide at night. It a desert or thoka plants bilake carbon dioxide to rati loy, okay? And convert it into intermediate product or convert kore kisuman intermediate product ole. Then during daytime the intermediate product is acted upon by energy absorbed by chlorophyll and converted into glucose. Etia chlorophyll absorb kora energy to he intermediate product to convert kore glucose ole. So this is how desert plants they prepare their own food. Ami already discussed korilu etia nutrition in human and nutrition in plants. Now let us see what is respiration. Etia respiration bulile ki buza? Respiration is a process of taking in oxygen and giving out carbon dioxide. So respiration to hoise jot ami oxygen to law aru carbon dioxide to release koru. No, this is not respiration. This is called as breathing. Kintu etuk respiration buli nokoy. Etuk breathing buli he koy. So breathing is a part of respiration. It involves only exchange of gases. Etia breathing to hoise respiration or eta part hai jot gas bilak exchange hoy. Then what is respiration? Tenehole respiration to no ki? Let us see. Oxygen enters the lungs through breathing. Etia oxygen to amar lungs ot keneke humay? Yes, through breathing. From the lungs oxygen enters the blood. Aru lungs or para oxygen to kole jay to the blood. Now blood carries oxygen to all the cells of the body. Aru etia blood he oxygen kini gutei amar body cells bilakole carry kori loi jay. Inside the cell oxygen enters the mitochondria. Aru he cell bilakor bhitorot oxygen to code entry kore in the mitochondria. So basically mitochondria to hoise eta powerhouse. Etu powerhouse of the cell buliu koa hoy. In the mitochondria, food is broken down with the help of oxygen to release energy in the form of ATP. এতিয়া মাইটকন্ড্ৰিয়াটোৰ ভিতৰত ফুডবোৰ অক্সিজেনৰ হেল্পত ব্ৰেকডাউন কৰে ওকে আৰু সেই ব্ৰেকডাউন কৰোঁতে এটা এনাৰ্জি ৰিলিজ হয় আৰু সেই এনাৰ্জিটো ATP ফৰ্মত ৰিলিজ হয় ওকে কাৰ্বন ডাই অক্সাইড এণ্ড ৱাটাৰ ভেপাৰ আৰ গিভেন আউট এজ বাই প্ৰডাক্টছ আৰু এই গোটেই প্ৰচেছটোত দুটা বাই প্ৰডাক্টছ ওলাই সেইটো হৈছে ৱাটাৰ ভেপাৰ আৰু কাৰ্বন ডাই অক্সাইড ওকে সো দে আৰ গিভেন আউট থ্ৰু ব্ৰিথিং এতিয়া সেই বাই প্ৰডাক্টছবোৰ কেনেকৈ উলিয়াই দিয়ে বাই থ্ৰু ব্ৰিথিং okay I hope everybody is clear so depending upon the presence or absence of oxygen respiration is of two types etia respiration to depend kore tumar oxygen ase ne nai du bhagot bhag korwa hoise so first part is in the presence of oxygen it is called aerobic respiration and in the absence of oxygen it is known as anaerobic respiration okay so respiration to duta type eta hoise aerobic respiration jot oxygen to present ase aru antu hoise anaerobic respiration jot oxygen to present nai so basically aero hoise in the presence of air okay aru anaerobic mane in the absence of air so tumalukor etu hoite exam ot ahibo pare je aerobic aru anaerobic respiration or difference to ki okay now let us see the phases of respiration. We saw that breathing is a part of respiration. It involves only exchange of gases. এতিয়া আমি দেখিলো যে ব্ৰিথিং টু হৈছে অকল ৰেস্পিৰেচনৰ এটা পাৰ্ট হে য'ত গ্যাসেছ বিলাক এক্সচেঞ্জ হয় Actual respiration involves release of energy inside the cell, so we can also call it as a cellular respiration. এটি actual respiration ত কি হয় সোয়া য'ত তোমাৰ এনাৰ্জি ইনভলভ হয় ইনসাইড দ্য সেল সেলৰ ভিতৰত এটা এনাৰ্জি ৰিলিজ হয় আৰু এটুক আমি cellular respiration বুলি কওঁ Now guys, can you tell me what is cellular respiration? Yes, the actual respiration which involves the release of energy inside the cell. So cellular ভিতৰত য'ত energy release হয় তাকে আমি cellular respiration বুলি কওঁ Therefore we can say that respiration has two phases. আৰু আমি এই কাৰণে ক'ব পাৰো যে respirationৰ দুটা phase আছে First one is breathing and second one is cellular respiration. So breathing is also called as external respiration. So breathing to kami external respiration বুলি কওঁ য'ত respiration to বাহিৰেদি হয় and cellular respiration also called as internal respiration. কিন্তু cellular respiration to internal respiration কাৰণ এটো আমাৰ সেল বিলাকৰ ভিতৰত হয় okay so there is exchange of gases in a particular pathway. এটা breathing ত gas বিলাক exchange হয় এটা particular pathway In cellular respiration, release of energy in the form of ATP. Our cellular respiration not energy to release hoy ATP format. Okay, so this breathing it takes place in respiratory system. Aru a breathing to code takes place hoy yes in our respiratory system. Kintu cellular respiration to mitochondria hoy. It takes place in mitochondria. So এই দুটা difference important তোমালোকৰ examination point of view যে breathing আৰু cellular respiration or difference to কি So you can write all these things. Now let us study breathing, that is exchange of gases in detail. So আমি এতিয়া breathing to detail ত পঢ়িম so gas বিলাক exchange হয় First we will study exchange of gases in animals. Firstতে আমি animals বিলাকে কেনেকৈ gas to exchange কৰে হেতু study কৰিম So let us see exchange of gases in animals. Different animals have different organs for respiration. এতিয়া বেলেগ animals বেলেগ organ use কৰে respiration কাৰণে For example, aquatic animals respire through gills. So পানীত থকা animals বিলাকে gills এদি respire কৰে Terrestrial animals respire through lungs. So landত থকা animals বিলাকে lungs এদি respire কৰে And amphibian animals respire through skin. আৰু যোনবোৰ animals পানীত আৰু landত দুইটাতে থাকে তাহাঁতৰ skin এদি respire কৰে For example, frog. So first we will learn exchange of gases in aquatic animals. So firstতে আমি aquatic animals বিলাকে কেনেকৈ gas to exchange কৰে হেতু চাম Aquatic animals use oxygen dissolved in water. So aquatic animals বিলাকে oxygen to যোনটো পানীত dissolve হৈ থাকে হেতু use কৰে The solubility of oxygen in water is much lower. কিন্তু oxygen solubility to পানীত খুব কম So the amount of oxygen available is much lesser than air. এতিয়া পানীত oxygenৰ amount to কম as compared to air. Hence the rate of breathing is faster in aquatic animals. He karne aquatic animals bilakor breathing rate to fast, so they have a speed of breathing. Fish takes in oxygen rich water through the mouth and release it over the gills. Eta fish bilake mass bilake oxygen rich water to tahati mukhedi loy aru release kore gutei tator body through the gills. Through the gills, oxygen from the water enters the blood and carbon dioxide from the blood enters the water. Etia gills di oxygen to panir pra bloodot entry kore aru juntu carbon dioxide bloodot thake hetu entry kore water le hetu entry hoy pani le. This water containing carbon dioxide then leaves out from the gills. Aru etia junkhini carbon dioxide panit ase ekhini gills edi ulai jay. This process takes place through diffusion. Aru ei process to diffusion di hoy. Eta diffusion mane ki? Basically it is the movement from high concentration to low concentration. So diffusion process to kiba eta high concentration or pa low concentration le movement hole etu diffusion boli koy. In this case the concentration of oxygen is more in water as compared to blood, so oxygen enters the blood. Ete yat oxygen concentration to panit besi compared to blood, aru so oxygen enters the blood aru hi karone oxygen to bloodot entry kore. The concentration of carbon dioxide is more in blood as compared to water, so carbon dioxide enters the water. Aru carbon dioxide to bloodot besi as compared to water, aru he karone carbon dioxide to panit entry kore. I hope everybody is clear. So now let us see the exchange of gases in terrestrial animals. Terrestrial animals take up oxygen from air. So etia matit thoka animals bilake oxygen to air pa loy, right? The respiratory organs in different animals are different, but the process of diffusion is common. Etia he terrestrial animals bilakor respiratory organs bur beleg hobo pare, kintu he diffusion process to sobore common. So eta ami diffusion mane ki already buji palo je movement from high concentration to low concentration. These organs have special structure that increase the surface area so that more exchange of gases takes place. Etia terrestrial organisms bilakor juntu organ ase hetu mane enekwa dhoroner special structure jot surface area to increase hoy so that it can more exchange of gases can takes place. Clear? So swa etu eta simple respiratory system or diagram. This is the trachea, this is the bronchus and this is our lung. Etia swa lungs or bhitor ki ase? So এই bronchus to কিছুমান branches আছে হিবিলাকক কয় bronchioles, আর bronchioles or endot কিছুমান air sacs আছে হিবিলাকক কয় alveoli. So basically alveoli are present inside the lungs. Okay, এটা breathing ot কি হয় আমি oxygen to ল আৰু carbon dioxide to release হয়. Okay, so we takes in oxygen to our lungs and release carbon dioxide. I hope everybody is clear. But these structures are delicate, so they are placed within the body. Etia এই structures bila khub delicate he karone eblak amar body bhitorot ase. So guys, we are done for the lesson number 2. Thank you.